What is up? Oh my god, my voice. My voice is a little crazy. My voice is a little bit, bro. My eyes are already so fucking, bro. My eyes are already fucked, chat. Oh my god. I need to put some eye drops in. I need to take some medication, man. I'm fucking dizzy as fuck, bro. Oh my god. Oh. Let's play some fucking Overwatch. Oh my god. Let's play some fucking Overwatch. Is that my, no, okay, we're good. Uh... Shit, what should we watch? Actually... Fuck. I need to take medication, man. I'm not feeling good. Wait, is this being uploaded? I'm gonna make sure this is gonna get uploaded. Gotta make sure, bro, because sometimes this shit doesn't get uploaded. Well, I think at the end of the stream, it will ask if I want to upload it or not. Okay, well. Okay, how do I go back? What? There we go. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Sweet. Yeah, let's be like, should be right here. Yeah. Sweet. Okay, let's fucking go. Let's fucking go, dude.
Bottom bum bottom bum bottom 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 bottom bum bottom bum bottom. She was more like a beauty queen from a movie scene. I said, oh mama, what do you mean? I am the one who would dance on the floor and around. She says, I am the one who would dance on the floor and around.
Nah, someone said he actually posed for the... That's fucking AI, bro. You don't have to. You don't have to pose for it. And I don't believe he actually posed for it. If he did, major fucking
She
props.
told me her name was Billie Jean, and she caused a scene in heavy dancing with eyes to dream of being the one who would dance on the floor and around. People always told me, be careful what you do. Don't go around bringing young girls on. And mother always told me, be careful who you love. Be careful what you do, cause a lie becomes the truth. Hey, hey, to Benji is not my lover. She's just a girl who says
that I am the one,
but the kid,
not my son.
What? I have to go back studying? Come on. 5 more minutes, come on. Fine, I'll go.
No! I'm gonna get sad. No! No! We can't listen to, sad music. I'm gonna say, well, Silas, what the fuck do you mean this is a sad song? It's fucking sad to me, bro. Stop! It's like about being abused and shit, bro. I don't need that shit. I don't need that shit right now, bro. Yo, what the fuck? Okay, I'm trying to fucking. I need to find a video to watch. I swear. Oh. I need to get fucking medicine, bro. Gotta get medicine. Says that I am the one. The keys. Bro, if I drink too much Tylenol, man, my, won't your, like, kidneys shut down or something? I don't know. It's okay, I'm not taking it for so long. Ouch, man, that hurt. It burns. Hmm.
Hi.
Hmm.
You want to see what I did?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, can you grab a water too, please?
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Okay. I'm back. Oh my god. I love helping outside. I really do. It's fun. It's fun to work outside. Trying to set up a nice little drying line outside. Could dry some freshly washed clothes. Hell yeah. Get that nice UV light cleansing. You know what I'm saying? Bro, meet my new fan. Whoa, Vicky. What the hell? Okay. Oh, I gotta find good fucking, bro. I gotta find good video to watch, bro. Oh shit. Oh shit. Okay, I gotta get some like cereal or some shit, man. Oh man, but I really should cut my stitches out, man. I need to cut 2 stitches out of my tongue. So, I don't know if I can show that on stream. I don't think I can. So, I'm not gonna do that. This how it gets some clicks. I don't know. But it's like kind of clickbait because I have to be in the room back there. I have to be in the bathroom. It's a bathroom. Right there. Right here. So I can be in front of the mirror. So I'll do that. I'll put some video on. Oh shit. Yo, I want a fucking video, bro. I want a good video, bro.
Fill her up.
You're listening to the Gas Digital Network.
And now,
Tim Dillon
is
going to hell. Cue the fucking disco lights if I have them. God damn it, the electricity half of it doesn't work in this bitch. It's okay. I love it. It's amazing. I'm not complaining. I can't.
Welcome to Tim Dillon is Going to Hell,
Shit.
everybody. It is the last episode recorded from New York City, a once great city that I will be leaving to head to Los Angeles, California. You know, guys, I gotta be honest. I was one of the only comedians that did it all. I did the alt rooms, I did the clubs, I was respected by everybody. That breed of comedian is dying, and when I leave, I imagine this entire city and comedy scene, of which I have no interest in, will disintegrate pretty much immediately after I'm gone. As soon as they say wheels up and that plane's in the air, I would imagine that the mediocre New York comedy scene that gets softer by the day will collapse immediately, and it will be chaos without me, because I was really a mascot of this scene. I was an avatar for it. It is the end of an era, and it's tragic for many people. I've been getting messages all week from people that are trying to decide whether or not they should continue living on this earth. Okay? With me today, a guy who's opened for me a few times. I mean, comedically, Luke Tuma. He's very funny. Luke is a New York comedian. He grew up in Buffalo, which is, what is your house worth in Buffalo?
Like 100,000.
$100,000.
Yeah.
$100,000.
Yeah, which is all right out there. You can get a house in Buffalo for like 16 grand.
And it's actually a nice house.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah. 100 grand. This kid grew up in a car. This kid grew up in a BMW 7 Series car. He never had tuna tartare. I took him to open for me at Mohegan Sun. He didn't know what tuna tartare was. We were sitting in Bobby Flay's restaurant, Bar American, fine, and they bring out a tuna tartare, and this kid's like, what is this? And he's so excited, which is not, it's always good to be friends with somebody who, you know, has experienced less in their life than you have, because I get very hardened and cynical, and I want to experience things through Luke's eyes. So I bring him on the road, and like, you know, when we, go to a nice restaurant or something, or a place with like tablecloths. No, I'm kidding. How bad is Buffalo?
It's not good. It's not. It's a lot like Newark, New Jersey. I mean, it's like shitty. It's like Philadelphia is the closest vibe I've seen to Buffalo, but it's like Philly's much nicer.
Yeah.
Buffalo's like.
Well, Philly has commerce.
Yeah. Buffalo had like a Kodak factories back in like the 1900s, and then that's gone.
Will your family ever leave Buffalo?
Never. They're born and raised there. They left like my mom and dad each left for like 2 months apiece, and then
that's it.
Sucked them back.
So you're the only person in your family to leave Buffalo, and you're trying to become a clown.
Yes.
So how embarrassing is that? Can you imagine his parents being like, well, yeah, Luke's leaving. He's in New York. Oh, what's he doing? Oh, he's a comedian. It's like it almost doesn't count, but it is nice to have you here. I think you're one of the good ones, you know, and what I mean by that is white. No, he's you are part Muslim.
Yeah, I'm Lebanese.
You're Lebanese.
I'm doing my first Lebanese gig.
Yeah, well, you're getting smart. You know which way the wind is blowing. Very smart. You're trying. You need to start leaning into that hardcore. Start wearing sandals on stage. Get a little bit of that.
Yeah.
Hey, I am in the and you're in an interracial relationship.
Yeah, my girlfriend's black.
And that's
gotta lean into that.
Check, box, check, Lebanese, check.
Suck a couple dicks and I'll be good.
You might have to.
Yeah.
Listen, you gotta
do
work.
what you gotta do.
What is a Lebanese comedy gig?
This girl Natalie hit me up. She's Lebanese. Apparently Dave Mirage was gonna get the gig, and then he's out of town, so they booked me. And it's called Life, and it's like Lebanese investment financial. I don't know, something. But it's like Life is the acronym, but it's old, like 50-year-old rich Lebanese dudes that like have an investment firm, and I'm gonna be doing like a half hour.
And you don't really have a ton of bits about being Lebanese.
Literally zero.
So you're gonna have to maybe go off the top of your head.
Yeah, and I don't even know anything about Lebanon or being Lebanese. I mean,
you're from Buffalo, which is worse probably.
And they're not gonna.
Right.
And rich Lebanese guys in the city are not gonna give a fuck about Buffalo.
Well, it's when I get booked to do gay gigs, I don't really have a ton of material about being gay. So sometimes the gay audiences are mad.
Yeah.
Because they just want to hear about themselves for a half hour.
Do you do a lot of gay gigs?
No. But every now and then I will get booked.
My friend at work is gay, and I was like, oh, I opened for this guy. He's my buddy. He's like a gay comic. He's like doing really well. And he's like, what's his name? And I was like, Tim Dillon. He's like, oh, like, does he have any jokes about like gay lifestyle? And I told him the joke about like jumping off the George Washington Bridge, and he just like looked at me for a couple of seconds, and he goes, well, that's dark. I like Chris D'Elia.
Yeah. Well, good. Good. I like Chris D'Elia too. You know, my comedy's not for everybody, especially waiters. You know? How about getting a job? What's your friend do? How old is he?
He's like 26.
And what is he doing at working at the restaurant with you?
Waits tables and gets hammered.
And what is the ultimate goal for his life?
I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah, good. I don't want him. I don't want that. I want fucking climbers. I want a Gary V type audience of sociopaths that are trying to pull themselves up. No. I will say this, folks. The Milo Yiannopoulos thing, I don't want to spend a lot of time on this because it's kind of, we get it. And I think nobody cares. It's not in the comedy community in New York City. But to just rehash it, Milo's publicist reached out to Legion of Skanks. One of the reasons probably is because they bill themselves as the most offensive podcast on earth. Okay? So you would say, if there was a podcast that was going to host Milo Yiannopoulos, it wouldn't be like, Hoda Kotb's show on Sirius. It would be Legion of Skanks. So, they announced, they put a flyer out, Legion of Skanks is going to be at the Creek in the Cave in Long Island City. Milo Yiannopoulos is going to be the guest Monday night. They're always there Monday night. And then there was the reaction, stereotypical reaction of people that are concerned about safe spaces and people feeling safe. They then said they were going to show up to the Creek in combat boots and start chucking milkshakes at people and physically attacking them. Those are the people that were interested in the safety. They wanted everyone to feel safe, so they wanted to show up and start a violent riot just to make sure that everybody felt safe.
How many people do you think that was total that were like out?
I don't
like,
know.
50, 100 people?
Maybe.
They're like all New York comics.
Well, a lot of them are New York comics, but then you have groups like Antifa, which is the anti-fascists, who show up to places with masks on and hit people with bike locks. Again, to promote safety. They want a safe world. So when Ben Shapiro shows up at Berkeley, they have a riot. And when Milo Yiannopoulos showed up at Berkeley, they were like shooting firecrackers into the auditorium. Again, because they want a safe world. This is how they want it. And I guess, and then there was a lot of New York City comics. I use the word comic loosely because here's the thing. I've been in the room when a lot of these people are on stage. Not anymore, because they don't get booked anymore. But in the beginning, I saw a lot of these guys and women go on a stage and fight like hell against what you like. The verdict was that you should be nowhere near a microphone ever. Like, you should be as far away from the stage as you argue that Milo now should be. Like, that should have been the response to half of these people getting booked. Should be violent uprisings. That's what it should be. Shouldn't only be Milo. Half of these people, you see their act, they're like, oh, the response to you getting booked at the Creek should be stomping boots and hurling milkshakes. These people had careers that didn't work out in comedy. Some of these people have very lucrative careers in things like writing. Some of them are researchers for shows. Some of them are in the sketch world. But I do think it kind of drew a line between stand-ups and everybody else, like working stand-up comics, like people that make a living talking in front of a crowd. That's how they earn their living. Because those people, if you're a real comic and you're up every night and you're training in these environments and a lot of them are hostile, and you're dealing with hecklers and you're learning how to shut people down, you're learning how to get your jokes out there, you can't be afraid of words. If you're a comedian, a real comedian, you cannot be afraid of speech and words. That's your whole fucking job. Yeah.
Also, if you're like working at it, you don't have the time to like start an online mob.
No.
The Legion of Scam. Like, you don't have the time to do
You
that.
shouldn't. You shouldn't. But I think even on a basic level, your business is words.
Yeah.
How do you get behind a movement to silence someone? I don't care how offensive they are. If you cannot shut that person down with your own words, your own arguments, if you can't invalidate their opinions, that's a whole bit. Because the argument, and then we'll get off this, but the argument that these people make all the time, and I try to find, because there's people that I respect comedically that I disagree with, and then there's a whole host of people who I don't respect comedically because there's nothing to respect. There's nothing there. I don't know what, they're delivering food, they're walking dogs, and again, I'm not knocking those jobs, but these people have not proven, and they don't believe, by the way, that it matters. Like, they think that they're as good as I am, or they think they're as good as Louis is, or Kevin Hart. They don't believe in talent. They don't believe in hard work. They think that the only reason that I'm in a better position than them, or that other comedians are in better positions than them, is because we've found a way to exploit some loophole, or we have opinions that put us comfortably in the mainstream or whatever. But what it really is that we're able to make people laugh consistently. That's why you get work. That's why you get booked, is because people will pay to see you do comedy. If you are not getting booked, here's what it means. Two things. Number one, people will not pay to see you do comedy. And number two, nobody believes that people will pay to see you do comedy, either now or in the future. That's what it means. That's what it means, guy. It doesn't mean that you're too edgy and radical and you're too much of a truth teller. It's not what it means. It's a simple business equation. It means that people do not think that people will spend money to hear your thoughts. Why? Theme of the show. New shirt coming. Why? Because Your thoughts have no value. I want you to say it before you go to bed. My thoughts have no value. How freeing is that? How nice is that to finally accept that what comes out of your mouth is immaterial? It doesn't matter. No one cares. No one wants it. Who ordered this? Nobody. It's a waiter putting a bowl of shit on the table. Did you order the shit? No one did. No one did. You don't have a right. But they don't believe that. They don't believe that, and this is why they fall so easily into Marxism and everything else, because the idea that somebody's better than them or has a talent they don't or works harder than they do, they hate. But then, that's the majority of people. But then there are people like James Adomian, who's brilliant and very talented, who I would disagree with on this issue. These guys like Eddie Pepitch, I don't know how he feels, but I'd probably disagree with him, and he's one of the funniest people in the world, and I believe that. So I'm not saying that everybody on the other side is not talented. A lot of them aren't. But there are some very talented people there. But the whole deplatforming thing is this. It's that the only reason that Milo Yiannopoulos is not literally Hitler, this is what you have to believe. The only reason that widespread fascism has not taken root in this country is because people have not heard the message. This is what they believe. And if Milo gets the platform, and his ideas apparently are so attractive, and the American people are so irrational, that they will sign on, and if that's what you honestly believe, we have much bigger problems. We have much bigger problems.
Doesn't it seem like they should are showing a lot of respect for Milo's ideas? They're like we got to keep this guy off Twitter, because if people hear this, they're gonna love it.
Yeah, well, this is what this is what they believe. They believe that like the only reason that people aren't signing up to fucking to follow this guy to the ends of the earth because they haven't heard his ideas.
They're like, this shit's so good, we got to keep it in the dark.
They think these ideas are so potent you can't debate them. You can't knock them down with logic. That can't happen. The whole history of rhetoric and argument and debate and reason, we got to throw that out the window. None of that matters. The idea of how we come to a consensus and how we flesh out ideas, we got to get rid of that, throw it in the street, because these people are wizards somehow, and they'll just, as soon as they start talking, people lose the ability. So, I mean, so the people that are on the other side, I'm like, so what exactly do we do? Should we run every podcast guest by Antifa? Should we run it by failed comedians that live in New York City and say, hey guys, and by the way, they vandalized Rebecca Trent's, they vandalized the Creek in the Cave, which is where this was supposed to happen. And Rebecca did not book Milo. She had nothing to do with this. She gives comics autonomy. She's always done that. She's done it for years. People fucking vandalize Nazis not welcome on the street in front of her restaurant. And Rebecca has spent years helping comics, gay ones, black ones, people of color, trans comics, everybody. Rebecca's literally helped all of those fucking people. And her friends turned on her, people that she raised money for when they had fucking cancer, turned on her, threw her under the bus, put this out there, and then they got these other organizations, these anarchist groups or whatever, to now start talking about boycotting the place and vandalizing it. So shame on you, literal shame on you, if the woman who raised money for you while you had cancer, if you were trying to get the last bit of fucking relevance out of your failed comedy career by throwing her under the bus, shame on you. How do you sleep? How do you sleep at night? And what is the plan? What's the plan? Every podcast guest is, we're gonna have to run them through an anonymous group of people that wear masks and say, guys, this guy's okay, right? You won't show up and violently try to prevent this guy from speaking. Because that's, by the way, that's what freedom of speech is. It's freedom of speech without the threat of violence and intimidation. People don't really understand that.
Yeah.
You can't, freedom of speech doesn't mean anything if you take 5 rifles and point them at somebody's face and go, what do you think now? Tell us. That's not what freedom of speech is, you idiots. But what do you think about this? You're a young comic. You're new. You just got to New York. You're in You know, you don't really do a lot of open mics. You do more shows because you have talent and work ethic, which a lot of your friends don't have. They will die alone in the street like dogs, and you'll have to watch that, and it'll be unfortunate. Get away from them as quickly as possible. But what is your read on it?
I mean, I think a lot of these people are nihilists. Like, you pretend to be a nihilist, but you're not actually. You're
Right.
a cynic, but like I think
I
they
care about
want-
the world and the children and the families, and that's why people listen to the show, because they know that I have the right idea.
Like Tim Dillon has the answers. He cares about it.
Yeah.
No, they want it all to sink. I think they just hate humanity, and anything that they possibly might be a little mad at, they just want it off, sink it, kill it.
And what do you attribute that to?
They're resentful. A lot of it, maybe they hate their parents or whatever, but a lot of these comics, they hate the world because they're so bad at comedy.
Yeah.
They're like, I had a dream. I said it to you earlier. It's like some of these people never had any natural talent, but they were like, my dream is to be a stand-up comic. With none of the natural talent to be a stand-up comic. It's literally like if tomorrow I was like, hey, Tim, I decided to pursue my dream of being an NBA basketball player. And you'd be like, Luke, you're 5'8", you're Lebanese, you're like slow and uncoordinated. I'm like, yeah, but it's my dream. So like, it's definitely gonna happen because it's my dream.
Yeah.
And you'd be like, that's crazy.
Woo!
It doesn't make any sense.
I got one.
And then it's like if 10 years from now, I hated the world because I didn't get to play it.
Yeah, they're angry. They're angry, they're bitter, resentful. You fuck a lot, Luke? You're fucking out there?
I fuck a good amount,
A lot.
not an overwhelming amount.
Okay, so what are you doing? How many times a week?
4.
And is your penis always hard?
Always hard.
You've never had a problem with it?
No, never had a dick problem.
Interesting. Well, there's a lot of people,
I
you
wanna
know
say
that a lot
out.
of young people are not fucking right now.
Yeah, no. They're on Adderall. They're on Twitter.
Well, whatever it is, they have problems. They've been on antidepressants. They just can't get on. I try to fuck 19-year-old guys all the time. A lot of them don't have hard dicks. They just rub their soft dick against my leg, and we talk about, whatever, Netflix. But the point is that a lot of these guys should be on some type of medication to make their penis hard.
Yeah.
That's the reality. Do any of your friends tell you I have a dick problem? I guess that's...
Dude, some of them have dick problems.
Some of them do.
Yeah.
It just doesn't work.
Crazy.
Why?
They're like 22.
And what do you think it's from? Drinking, booze, pills?
Pills. Weird medication they're on.
A lot of it is that. Well,
Here's a new medication.
are any of them hot with dick problems?
Yeah, you'd like them for sure.
Tell them I'll come over and I'll suck them off before they fuck their chick. Listen,
You think that'll give them hard? Tim sucking them off.
I give an insane blowjob. Yeah.
I would imagine
It
so.
is so good. Listen, the guy that there was this guy that you just graduated university, Pace, some
High school.
shitty one. But high school, that's funny. But he said, I just give a great blowjob. It's just really good.
Yeah.
It's very intense.
Is this what the ad's for? Your blowjob?
No, the ad is for Blue Chew, but we're not there yet. You gotta let the fucking, don't rush. Do you give good oral sex to
Yeah.
your partner? Yeah, you think so?
For sure. Because my dick's not that big. You have
Interesting. I think it's big. It's not big? Aren't you Lebanese?
to. It's not small.
It's fine.
I always
Okay.
felt like,
Time to
you
do the
gotta
other
bring
one.
something up top. Good
Interesting.
app.
Maybe that's why I'm sucking good dick.
Think so.
That's right. I got an Irish dick. I will suck your father off, and he will not stop talking about it. BlueChew.com, folks. This is what you got to do. Blue Chew offers men a performance enhancement for the bedroom. Wouldn't you like to last longer and go extra rounds?
Yes.
Blue Chew is chewables with the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis. Chewables can work faster than pills, up to twice as fast. The chewables from Blue Chew can be taken on a full or empty stomach. Online
me turn my
consultation is
camera off.
free with a doctor or doctor-like
Shut my camera off
bot
real quick.
that this website is installed
Hey,
to
baby.
just diagnose you with the issue and send you
Oh.
these fucking free drugs anyway in discreet packaging. You need a hard dick. When
I
you
don't
fuck,
think
you go
so.
once or
Let me see.
twice.
Twice.
Twice?
Yeah.
Really?
Oh,
Wow.
I just want my
Blue Chew.
scissors out.
You gotta be like
Got
Luke.
it.
You want a hard
You did
cock.
pretty well.
You want to do it twice.
I just have
This
to
is
do
the way you
one
gotta
more
do
on
it,
the other
folks.
side.
They come in discreet packaging, okay? You and your partner are going to love it. Got to chew it and do it. Here's a great deal. Visit BlueChew.com and get your first order free when you're using promo code TD. There's no stigma to taking a dick pill, I think.
No. And you don't have to tell her.
Yeah.
Don't tell her.
Don't tell her.
And she'll think, especially on a first date, she'll just think that's natural.
You've never had an issue ever in your life. You've never had a problem with never once ever.
Oh, no, before, yeah, but drunk. You
What
can't get it
happened?
up.
So you were drunk and what
Oh,
happened?
baby, it
Can't get
looks
it up.
great.
She's drunk.
And then what happened?
Thank you.
You just fall asleep.
Well done, baby.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well done.
She's not satisfied by any means. Yeah.
Very
in those
good.
Scenarios. But if I had Blue Chew, I'd be fucking.
Are
with
you,
a
because your
numb,
girlfriend
drunk
is
dick.
African American, do you ever feel that because your
Americans
penis
are,
is not a
baby.
big black penis, do you ever feel like, listen, let's be honest.
I would, but because her dad's a troubled man, she does not enjoy black men. Never been with a black guy.
Listen,
So I'm
Love
not.
you, baby.
I'm being compared to white guys from Salt Lake City, where she.
just
lives,
because her
which is
dad
fine.
ran out on her doesn't mean she doesn't want 8 inches of black steel in there.
She
Maybe
might
not.
want it, but she hasn't had it. She's
Yeah,
avoiding.
oh!
She's
She
avoiding.
doesn't even know what she's
Come
missing.
on.
That's definitely true. If she got 8 inches of black steel, it might be over for me.
Okay. BlueChew.com, folks. $5 shipping. Promo code TD. That's BLUChew.com. Promo code TD. I think 7 is nice. I think 7
You like
is,
a huge dick?
I think 7 is not. I would rather an attractive 7.
What happens when the guy's packing like 10? Like,
It's very rare.
yeah.
Sometimes when it gets bigger, it's like gnarled with veins. It looks like it was in an electrical fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it inconvenient if it's too big?
I mean, it depends on your definition of the word inconvenient. But it can. I guess it can be.
You never had a huge one.
Not 10.
Yeah.
I think a 9. 10 is a lot.
9 though.
10 is rare.
Yeah. It's like
Nobody, a lot of people aren't walking around with a 10-inch dick.
Yeah.
Who's got the biggest dick out of your friends?
I don't even know.
You don't know?
There was a kid in high school that had a huge dick. The weird kids always had huge dicks. Greg
Yes.
Marsh, Steve Skinner, Nick
Yeah.
Drozdowski. Big fucking cock.
How do you know?
The
Locker
high
room.
school locker room. Yeah.
Interesting. They were always just dead-eyed autists with
Weird,
huge
skinny
pieces.
guys with not that much hair on their bodies packing heat.
That's my type. That's what I want. I
Yeah,
want a skinny guy with not a lot of hair and a big dick.
Yeah, children.
That's not a child. You're dating a black. What are you, nuts? You're gonna come at me? BlueChew.com. Get your first order free. Use promo code TD. Just pay $5 shipping. Thank you. And my whole thing is, even more so than stand-up, there's a whole group of people out there that have been told to follow their dreams, and a lot of them follow them at their own peril. Whether it's the fucking Gary V fucking noise on Instagram telling you you're all going to be entrepreneurs. You're not. You're sitting there watching Master Class. I want to watch Judd Apatow's Master Class because there is no class for any of this. You fools. There is no class. I have a master class. It's called You're Not an Entrepreneur, You're Gonna Die. You're going to die thinking that you're gonna run the show. Get a job. Be part of an organization. Start there.
Dude.
I have friends that want to be entrepreneurs. They've never had a fucking job.
Have you seen the Steve Martin masterclass?
God,
There's a Steve
no.
Martin masterclass.
I hope they all die. Why does every celebrity that I used to like gonna teach a master class?
Dude, you gotta, there's a Steve Martin masterclass.
How good is this money?
It's comics that we know are on it. And he's like, one of the comics like, yeah, I was playing a funny bone in Ohio the other day, and like this thing happened with the crowd. And Steve Martin looks at him and goes, what's a funny bone?
Yeah, Steve
great.
Martin
It's
does it now.
beautiful.
Steve Martin's master class. Steve Martin was playing stadiums and then he quit. And then he started doing movies. And now he's back teaching idiots how to do well at the Improv. Steve Martin's back teaching people how to host. Well, you gotta make sure that the crowd is quieted down. I mean, what are we doing here?
It's great.
Who can we pull up, by the way, Alex? Who are these master classes, by the way? Who I know that Judd Apatow is teaching one. I think, is Scorsese teaching one? God help us.
We can find you a list, but we also have the trailer for the Steve Martin one here.
Oh God, yeah, let's watch this. God help us. This is God.
Hi, I'm Steve Martin, and welcome to Masterclass. I was talking to some students, and they were saying things like, how do I get an agent? Where do I get my headshot? And I just thought, shouldn't the first thing you're thinking about is, how do I be good? I have a little bit of a pet peeve for comedians who come out and say, how we doing tonight?
Why does anyone?
Blown one of the most important moments of your show.
I would pause this for a second. I would fire my manager over the phone if he brought this up to. They would. By the way, can you imagine me in that? They would never have.
Dude.
They would never have me on one of these couches.
You and Steve Martin.
But just the idea that if like my manager or agent brought this to me and they said, Steve Martin wants to teach you to do comedy publicly, for this scam called Masterclass, because that's what this is, it's a scam.
Yeah.
I would laugh, and then I would fire them. And I love, like Will Miles a lot. I respect people. I get people got to work, and in fairness, I don't know what kind of money this was they were offered.
Yeah.
Because for a fucking certain number, I'd be sitting on the couch looking at Steve Martin like, "Hi, Steve." I will be fucking just. I don't give a fuck. And by the way, I will now say this: if I am on Masterclass, know it was great money, because I will fucking sit there and read the teleprompter on. But this scam, and can you guys find like who is doing these? You have a list of them. Who are the people teaching these master classes? Because I love the idea, by the way, that it's just you're selling people on the idea that they're going to become proficient in something.
What's the Judd one?
David Lynch, Judd Apatow, Aaron Sorkin. Keep going. Aaron Sorkin's going to teach you how to smoke crack in a hotel room in Washington, D.C., which is what he's a genius, though. He's a guy that, like, you know, all his drug problems, everything, he's an amazing writer. Gordon Ramsay, Phil Ivey, Aaron Franklin, Masterclass Barbecue. This is like Penn and Teller. Natalie Portman. What the fuck is she teaching? Acting? Natalie Portman. Being Masterclass, being hot.
Be gorgeous, yeah.
Be hot. Timbaland. Okay, get this out of here. Masterclass.
It's also like people that haven't done the thing in years. How much is this?
How much do I have to, if I want a master class, how much do I have to pay for a master class?
It's $15 a month.
$15 a month. Let me explain this to someone out there that may be listening to this show. And I don't want, and this is in no uncertain terms, I don't want to hurt people's feelings. If you have paid $1 to a master class, I want you, and I'm telling you, this is what I want you to do. I want you to listen to me. I want you to listen to me. I want you to go and get all the money out of your bank account. Get every last cent. Argue with the woman when she goes, you got to leave $5 in to keep the account. Say, I'm not going to need the account, ma'am. Take all the money. Go and buy a gun. Seriously. And I want you to blow your brains out while watching the master class so that somebody in some job has to wipe your brain matter off Judd Apatow's face while he's telling you how to direct movies. You fucking, I mean, Aaron Frank, I want to be a pit master. Aaron Franklin's master class.
You blow your brains out and Steve Martin's like, prop comedy, that's a great start.
It's great. It's a great start. You're doing great.
I use props.
Can we play more of the Steve Martin trailer? Because you know, I hope to God no one in my audience has bought a master class. I hope to God. This is worse than Gary Vee. This is people you respect. At least with Gary Vee, you know he's a fucking clown and it's a scam. These are people you respect sharing. By the way, is there anything that demystifies something more than having a master like reveal all of their secrets to fucking people that they cast to be in this? Or like, Steve Martin doesn't know who he's teaching. It's anyone who pays $15. So if you're a master, think of a master giving away the knowledge at the end of his life. He's going to give it to like an apprentice, somebody who's worthy of it, right? No. Anyone who's paid $15 a month gets the benefit of all my hard years and learning knowledge and wisdom that I've accrued. You pay $15 a month and it's yours. But not if you're a Nazi, don't worry. Don't worry. Fucking kids, you're a pedophile, maybe you're taking the Judd Apatow masterclass to make better fucking kiddie porn. Doesn't matter. $15 a month, you get it. You get the class. You could be a master fucking kid fucking director. Maybe that's what. Let's watch more of this Steve Martin.
Sorry, we're out of the front. What? We're going to talk about a lot of things. We're going to talk about my specific process. Thank you. Performing comedy. Hey, move that over there. We're going to talk about writing. Editing is one of your most powerful tools. See, that bit's not working. It's gone the next night.
Now, what gets the laugh? Whenever it's the word fuck that gets the laugh, I always question it.
An ultimate goal of mine is to work clean.
Well, then you should take out fucked up.
Yeah.
I never actually thought I was funny. You may think I don't have any talent. I guarantee you, I had no talent.
Dude, this is,
Ah!
this is
He's
also,
self-aware.
By the
this
way,
is so
this
brilliantly
makes it
told.
seem like white people did get lucky. Like, it makes it seem like literally maybe these fucking people are right. Like,
Well, it's also such a good way to sell it because
this
if
guy
you,
doesn't know what TikTok is. He doesn't know Lil Nas X. If you're trying to make something good in this environment, you're insane. You're an insane person. Lil Nas X that's like a parody song on TikTok. He was #1, and it just became a huge song. Listen, there are these rappers now, like Young Gravy. Now, I know Young Gravy because I sat on a megabus next to the guy who does social media for Young Gravy. Bring up Mr. Clean, Young Gravy. It ain't horrible. It ain't great. Bring up... Now, I thought Young Gravy was doing a parody of a rapper, a parody of a white rapper, and I thought it was funny. And I thought it was a joke. I thought Young Gravy was in on the joke. Gravy is not in on the joke. Gravy is deadly serious. And I guess his fans don't care. It doesn't matter anymore. Whether it's ironic or not.
Yeah.
Like when I do those desk videos, people are like, is that you? Is it a character? I'm like, it doesn't matter anymore.
No.
Don't you get it? Trump is the president. We're gone. We're in the void now. And there's Steve Martin giving this advice from 1970. You gotta craft it all.
Take the fuck out
You
of
just
that.
gotta craft it. You stop. Let's watch Young
Yeah,
Gravy,
where's Young
Mr.
Gravy?
Clean.
Young
Thank
Gravy,
you.
Mr. Clean. Produced by White Shinobi.
I thought Gravy was kidding. I thought this was a bit.
Is he a white guy?
I mean, if you're a rapper now, I assume you're a white child.
Ugh.
So, you see Gravy here.
Toothpaste.
He takes out toothpaste. There's a boat doing donuts. You see a nice, you can watch the Mr. Clean YouTube. And now a guy with like a dad voice comes out. He's not even particularly good looking. He's like a tall guy. He's sitting on a horse.
He looks like a cashier at 7-Eleven. Like,
Yeah, with your mom in the kitchen, with your blueberry muff. I'm like, all right, yeah, this is enough. But I thought this was a game. And then I realized that it starts as a joke, like the Trump candidacy, and then it becomes real.
Yeah.
This is what people don't understand right now. It's very interesting. It's really an interesting comment on where we are. And this is probably why some of these idiots that are like so afraid of comedy, they think comedy's to blame for all this. Comedy's not really to blame for all this, because this guy, Young Gravy, is deadly serious, by the way. But people are looking at this, and some of them are enjoying it because of how over the top it is and how ridiculous it is. And it seems like in the world that we're living in right now, to get attention, it should be over the top and ridiculous.
yeah.
And that's why Lil Nas X got a lot of attention, because it was kind of over, you know? I mean, what do you think of that song? I mean, you love rap. You listen to rap all
The
the
Lil
time.
Nas X song?
Yeah.
I mean, I think all the biggest people are just trolls. Like
Right,
the big
yeah.
Trump's a troll, Lil Nas X is a troll, Tekashi 6ix9ine is a troll, Cardi
Yeah.
B, like all these people are just trolls.
Well, they
Kim
just
Jong-un is a troll.
Yeah, they exist
Like-
in the environment that we're in.
They totally do.
Which
yeah.
is why it's hilarious. Don't you realize, folks, the irony of having a master class at all?
Well, what's going to be
It's
amazing is
hilarious.
in 20 years, Young Gravy's going to have a master class, and
Well,
it's going to
the
be
master
fucking
class
hilarious.
right now is how to manipulate people on social media.
Yeah.
That's what it seems to be. The master class is not perfecting your craft. You don't
Oh,
work for,
I'm
like,
taking
one
out my
guy.
stitches.
No.
I mean, so these
What?
master classes
What?
are just a
No,
they're
I
a
just
grift, and
be
they're
careful
they're
moving
to get
around.
People
Yeah.
out there sitting on their couch eating Doritos.
Okay.
They're like, I want to make a film, to then go and watch these people. But when you look at who's succeeding in this environment, I mean, Masterclass, Lil Nas X, like, these people are succeeding because they're being ridiculous. And
Yeah.
Steve Martin's being very, you know, earnest and talking
Logical.
about, and logical and rational, and the kids are sitting there, and he's like, listen, he's like, when fuck is the thing that gets left, I question that. And it's like, buddy, what world are you in right now? What world are you living in?
Well, and you know it's so brilliantly sold too, because the first thing he says, because they're selling it to people that aren't talented, because that's who's going to pay $15 a month to listen to Steve Martin talk when he has.
You know, here's a masterclass for stand-up comedy. I'm going to give it to you for free. Ruin your life. Go to L.A. or New York and ruin your life. Maybe start in Boston or Chicago first. Ruin your life. Destroy your credit, your relationship to your family, your friends, and in reality. And hopefully you come out on the other side of that with a few credits and a little career. But you might not. That's the master class. Now you save $15. You're going to need it for medicine. What were you saying? Oh, God. Look at this fucking freak. I love this guy. He's so terrifying looking. I can't decide what kind of terrorist he looks like.
Yeah.
They just hired this guy. Is it
one
ISIS?
is out.
Is it Boko Haram?
Okay,
He's
baby.
white too, I think. He just has a.
Now I gotta clean up.
Somebody who's he'll commune with the prophet.
No, just spit
I've
everywhere.
talked about this before, and I'll say it again. Boomers are a huge market right now. A lot of people. Boomers are all about
No
to
blood.
retire.
If I do it perfectly, it shouldn't
They are
hurt
a
very
generation
much,
of people who
and it shouldn't
raped and
bleed
pillaged
at all.
this country. They depleted our resources. They
Luckily,
mired us
I know
in
how to
endless
sew.
foreign wars. They have completely corrupted the country and bankrupted
Wait,
the country.
what?
The moral deviants.
Oh my God, his little
there's
face!
A lot of
Look
things
at it
about
right there.
but they are a huge.
No, I know, but look,
demo,
look,
and
look,
they will
look.
consume
That
your
right?
content. They might
Yeah,
pay for the
oh,
things
so
you sell,
cute. Where did you
but
find
they're
him?
not going to be on social media. They're not. They're
Table?
they need a website.
Oh.
They want a website. That's why they love
That's
Facebook.
awesome,
'cause
baby.
It's a
I
fucking
love that.
website.
Good job.
My aunt's on Facebook all the time.
We find
writing
so many cool
statuses about
animals
Donald
here.
Trump, her boyfriend, at 3 in the morning in a Percocet.
He does?
haze.
Let me see.
You want to sell
Oh,
something
yeah.
to my aunt? She wants a goddamn link to your
It's so
site.
cute,
She
so
doesn't wanna go to
fuzzy.
Instagram. She's not going to find you on TikTok. She's
Yeah.
gonna find you streaming on Twitch. You gotta have a website. Go to TimDillonsGoingToHell.com. TILLONS.
I know, right? The day goes so fast.
There is no is. For this one, we go TIMDILLONS.
Is it okay if I have my stream on?
GoingToHell.com. It's powered by Wix. Okay? All my dates are there. June 22nd, Comics, Mohegan Sun. All of these dates upcoming for me to do live stand-up comedy. You'll see how nice the website is. Wix is great.
I couldn't
You can sell
come off
products
right now.
directly, including digital downloads. Start a mailing list. Keep members of your
I'll
team
turn
to
the
the
camera
site
off
so
for you
everyone
in
can
here.
edit and update it. Easily connect with Google Analytics. This is why you gotta
Oh
do it.
shoot,
If you
yeah, I
go
like
to Wix, you can design your own website. They have a drag and drop AI
9 to
system.
10.
You answer a few questions, and they'll basically tell you what the website should look like. So if you join my mailing list, you'll get 10% off any Wix premium plan. And if you do that, you get 90 seconds to promote whatever you're doing on the show. We've already got a few people doing the first call-in episode from LA in a few weeks. I'm telling you right now, you get 90 seconds. If you upgrade your premium plan, upgrade your Wix plan, whether you have one or not, to a premium plan with my code, okay? You prove it to me and you send me a screenshot, you'll get 90 seconds on this show. We have a band coming on to do it. Thank you, band. I'm not going to say your name because it's going to be part of your 90 seconds. And then there'll be more. I'll probably ask you some questions. So you're going to get maybe a few minutes, actually, on the show in front of an audience of tens of thousands of people to promote whatever you do. Do you have a website, Luke?
No.
Why not?
Because I didn't know about Wix until right now. Now I'm gonna go get one.
But you're a comedian, and I mean very seriously. I know that you think everything's social media, but you need to have a place where you should have a good stand-up clip on there. You could have your shows on there.
You're right.
You should have a place for people to follow you.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You're always smiling. People don't like that about you.
Yeah. Are you sure?
Yeah.
Who doesn't like it?
It's what
You?
I've heard.
Yeah.
It's what I've heard. But I think you should have a website. I'm being dead serious. I'm kind of surprised you don't.
What's the promo code?
Well, I mean, it's just you just go there, TimDillonsGoingToHell.com. You go to Wix if you go scroll to the bottom of the site, you scroll through it, and they'll give you 10% off any premium plan. 150 million people have used Wix. It's kind of strange to me that you would not have a website. It's odd to me, you know?
Yeah.
When you go to porn, you go to a website?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Exactly. What type of porn do you watch? Always blacks?
No, not always blacks. It depends change the flavor, depending on how I'm feeling. If I see a girl or have an interaction with a girl and she's hot and she looks a specific way, I'll watch that type of porn for the next week or so.
Interesting.
Try to mirror her life, you know? Because you have a girlfriend, you're not fucking anybody else. So a lot of times I won't watch black porn.
I have friends that would disagree. I have friends that would disagree with that. So a lot of times you said what?
Well, I won't watch black porn because I fuck a
you're
black chick all
fucking
the
a very
time.
hot black
So
chick.
sometimes I want to watch the white girl porn because I haven't fucked a white girl since I lived in Boston, where all the white girls live.
Interesting.
How about you? What's the gay? You a big gay porn watcher?
Pretty, I guess, decent.
Yeah.
Decent, yeah.
Is it just gay or is
Just
there,
like, college lacrosse player discovers himself and discovers his friend.
underage, like sophomore in high school?
No, not sophomore in high school. What are you talking about?
I'm just going with your type. I mean, I've seen your
not-
type. That's kind of what it is. It's
No,
high
they're-
school lacrosse player.
If they're over 18 and they're still in high school, that's fine. I don't know. I don't care your level of education. I'm not a snob. I'm not like an intellectual snob.
Yeah.
But no, I don't think there's anything wrong with people dating younger. I don't care that Dane Cook has a 19-year-old girlfriend. Why should I care?
No.
Why should that be a problem?
Yeah.
Why? Because you're dating some old Aunt Jemima. Everybody's gotta. Oh, Luke, you coming home? Luke? You better go and get some Newports in the stove. I met your girlfriend. She's very nice.
Yeah, thank you.
270 pounds. A big black woman. Luke, motherfucker, you better. This is Luke's girlfriend. She's like,
Lavelle Crawford.
yo, you better go to the stove. You better go to the stove right now. I got a bunion. You like feet? Are you into feet?
Yeah, feet are all right.
You like that?
Feet are cool. Yeah, I like some
Interesting.
feet.
Go to what?
Do you like dude feet?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah?
Yeah, but it's you got
Young dude feet.
yeah, it's the best.
Yeah.
It's the best. I listen. A few of your friends in Buffalo are probably desperate, right?
Yeah, they'd fuck you.
They need money.
They need this.
They need money.
Yeah.
They're desperate. Let's give me some of their numbers.
All right.
Let's
I'll
you
hook
know.
you up. You might be the best thing that ever happened to them. Bring them out of
Well,
Buffalo.
probably not.
Show them some tuna tartare.
Yeah, and that means a lot of different things. That doesn't just mean that. But if you want also me to pay you to suck your dick, go to timdillonsgoingtohell.com, which is powered by Wix. I will probably pay you to suck your dick if you're a dude, and come on your feet if you are a guy. Anyway, Joe, this
Come
is
on your
all-
light up Skechers.
Yeah, right. No. You gotta have the shoes on. This is all, folks. This is all kidding. We're kidding about this. What I'm not kidding about is Nazism. It's real. I'm kidding. Wix. Are we still doing this ad? Wix. Go to Wix, folks. What do I have to every fucking week? I tell you, you need a website. Go to Wix. You didn't buy the maple syrup. They took that away from me. Some of my fans bought the maple syrup, and I don't know what the fuck happened. Okay? And I want the syrup back. But now we got Wix. You fuckers better do it. And then message me that you did it. I'm fucking sitting there talking about feet with this little clown. I'm putting it all on the line here.
You had a maple syrup sponsor and they bailed on you?
I don't know what happened with maple syrup, but we were doing a good job.
She's nodding yes, they bailed on you.
Did they bail?
I mean, you haven't had them in a while.
I
right?
know, but I sold the syrup. People were buying the
It's
syrup.
really fucking good syrup.
Yeah.
Whatever, but I was selling it, and I don't know what happened. I got to talk to Ralph. I want that syrup back. I was fucking doing the right thing. All right, everybody, go to fucking timdillongoingtohell.com. Scroll to the bottom. Go to the Wix. Upgrade your premium plan. Send me a screenshot of it. You get 3 minutes on the show to promote whatever horse shit idea that will never work. Maybe it will. Just kidding. It won't. Goodbye. But this is my issue with them. I did an open mic last night in Long Island. I was
What? Where?
I was crazy. I was
What are
out.
you
I was
doing?
out with my dad. I went to go. I was
Did
out.
you bring him to the mic?
No, I went to my dad. Me and my dad and his wife and her parents, who I like, big libs but very smart. Like he's a lawyer. He argued in front of the Supreme Court and whatever. He starts talking about taxes. I go on my phone. He starts talking about grieving and he's like, well, he says to my dad, he's like, people like your son that lose interest after a few minutes. I'm like, yeah, I don't give a fuck about your tax grievances. your tax assessment problems on Long Island. And I hit him back from like the left. I'm like, I don't care about a bunch of white people on Long Island with tax problems. He's like, well, it's actually the black people that are paying too much. That's who we're trying to help. I'm like, yeah, isn't that always how it is with you people? Isn't it always interesting that you're always trying to help black people? Even at lunch while we're eating shrimp cocktail, you're always just trying to help black people.
Do you remember when we did that gig in Long Island for those like 90-year-old people?
Yeah.
And we walk in and your dad's in there and it's like a bunch of your dads. The crowd was just your dad's like friends that were all like senior citizens.
Yeah.
And we walk in and we were like on the way up and you were like, I think these people might be old.
Yeah.
Like, this could be an old crowd.
Oh, it was old.
And we get in there and everyone's like 90 years old. We walk in and your dad's like, Timmy. And he like it starts introducing you to his friends. He's like, this is Maurice and this is Martha. And as you're shaking their hands, you lean over to me you're like, this is my worst nightmare.
Yeah. They're all ready to die. They're all ready to go. And my dad's 67. He's he's done. Logic. I love him, but he cares about dogs and wine, and that's it. If you're not a glass Cabernet or a dog, get the fuck out of his face. He doesn't have any time for you. So we're sitting there having lunch, and his wife, who I enjoy, says, I'd like you to drive my new Benz back to the house. They just bought a little cottage on Long Island, too.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, you're going to own that cottage one day. And immediately when somebody says that to you, you go, well, when? When are you going to die? Literally, I'm 34. When are you going to drop dead? You might outlive me. As soon as somebody goes, well, you'll own that one day. It's like, when will that happen? When are you going to die? And it's not even a negative thing. It's just a thing that you're forced to think about immediately. When are you going to check out?
Yeah, they're letting you know when we die, your life's going to get a lot better.
Yeah, so die. I'm not trying to be a dick, but how many more holidays do we need to have before I get the cottage? I want the cottage. I want a cottage. So hey.
Select your
oh, wow. But,
What was the open mic like?
So I said to
That's
I'm going to go to this open mic. Wow. I messaged one of the guys that I started comedy with on Long Island. I said, is there any comedy going on tonight on Long Island? The answer every night, by the way, is no. Unless it's like Sebastian is doing a Paramount or whatever, Chelsea Handler, having a town hall meeting with having a healthcare town hall, coming out and talking to everybody about healthcare.
Okay, baby.
After a decade of talking about getting railed. She's now an expert in espionage after she talked about getting it in the ass for a decade. Now she knows about espionage. She knows about the Mueller report. Where do you get your analysis of the Mueller report? I go to Chelsea Handler.
It's so crazy. People will be like, Cardi B took it to Trump today.
Yeah, I go to Chelsea Handler because she wrote a story a few years ago about shitting herself on a date. So I said, if anybody wraps her head around international spycraft, it's going to be Chelsea. Fuck her. I saw her in first class the other day on a plane, and I said hello. She should know who I am. I'm kidding. She shouldn't. But the point is that she should. And I go to this open mic at Shaker's Pub. I like the dark. That's why I'm into conspiracies. I mean, I've always been into that stuff. I read a lot of like alternative history and media that I consume is not mainstream. And one of the reasons is because
they also change their forms depending on the task.
And a lot of mainstream takes are sanitized. Okay? I want to know how bad it is. How dark does it get out there? You don't have it, which is sweet about it. That's very nice about it. That's why I bring you on the
Not that it matters to me, but try not to hurt yourself like that.
I like to know how dark does it get? How deep is it? How deep is the well? How loud are the screams?
Attackers in
So I do this open mic and shake myself which is part Suffolk County, Long Island, other than the Hamptons and a few other counties, is a very bleak place.
Is that where Levittown is?
Levittown's right on the border. That's Suffolk. Once you get in Suffolk, it's very bleak. I mean, it's so bleak out there when you go, why are we afraid of MSA? Papooses and machetes will maybe what the doctor ordered. Because it's bleak and it's sad. And it's what a lot of Americans like. It's the erosion of America. It's the erosion of what once seemed like a great idea. With the suburban, you're watching it die. Not a fortunate day. Heroin problem on Long Island. There's business issues. And you see all of that. And just look at the
took me to Levittown, and it was like fast food next to cancer
Yeah,
treatment.
it's all the only nice buildings left on Long Island are radiology clinics where you get diagnosed because everyone's gonna get cancer. That's what everyone in Long Island is waiting for. It's just the when and where. It's the when and the where do you get that diagnosis.
And you're just trying to get cancer so you can get in that
Yeah,
building.
but after you shit a bloody steak with it out of your asshole, do you then go, is it junk? Or after that last dread of hard life, you go, something fancy like a blood cancer, or you piss and you go, there's a real burning here. It's just one part of the body decides to rebel against you. And that's what Long Island's about. Maybe it'll be dementia, you know, and if you get lucky, you just get whacked on the LIE. Some 19-year-old drug addict plows into you at high speed, and you don't even have to spend money on the radiology. You spend money on the radiology clinic, it should. Oh, the darling of the steel, the smashing glass. I've been by that man. I enjoy it. I have to go with my partner. Nothing feels better than walking out of a car wreck and lighting a cigarette and standing on the street looking at that wreck. It's one of the greatest feelings in the world. And if you have not had it, you're a punk. But I'm out doing the open mic. And I wasn't all about the open mic. As soon as I... Do you have a podcast? What's your podcast? Talk about MMA?
Yeah, I had one with Harrington. Harrington?
Got busy. Definitely,
Fire in the void!
It was supposed to be me, Diego Lopez, and Harrington. Harrington fell off.
Where's Diego Lopez and everything? Where did that guy stay?
I know that John Morgan and Lewis took it to him after Lewis said, hey, maybe the guy's got some good points. He just started kicking the shit out of him. So,
Lewis is getting beat up over my life.
I would wonder what Diego would have to say, because Diego's kind of, I don't know. I think he would both sides of it, maybe, or maybe not both sides. I don't know. I don't really care. The point is, I walk into this open mic as soon as I of the bar. I like the bar. I'm not fucking around. Yeah.
I've got you in my sights.
If you watch this, you see Shaker's Pub. You see immediately this is not a place that supports life.
This
If it was a
situation
planet,
calls
you
for
would say it
more
does not support
bombs.
life. It's just impossible. There's no oxygen, there's no water. I spent years in
We
Florida.
need
This is a
drug
place to
delivery.
go obliterate your life. This is like
We must get them all.
there's not anything out there that is really worse.
The saddest place down there are bars that are in a closet. Yeah. When a bar is in a shopping plaza next to a small bar next to a fucking big box, you're getting all the sadness in one place.
Yes, that's a great point.
Yeah.
There's a lot of sadness.
It's not really much of a social aspect of it. You're like, I want to get a burrito.
Yeah. And I now stuff my act about it. Never thought I was a degenerate alcoholic. I alone drinker. Yeah. I go to a bar alone and talk to the other people in the bar and there, but they were all you get fucking, you get shitty.
Yeah.
And that's why you rent. Now there's never social, you know, not as social, you know?
And a plaza bar is especially not going to be social.
When you
There's
went
no-
out, you'd go out with like 8 friends, 6 friends, 3 friends.
Yeah, you get hammered.
You would go out with your buddies.
Yeah, we have places like that in Buffalo with the
Yeah.
strip.
Would you go
shopping
every now and
plaza
then?
bar.
Would you go in there?
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't have a choice.
No.
Yeah.
In Buffalo, you got no other option. You can eat chicken fingers for the 4th time today, or you can go to the shopping plaza bar.
Now you never had any addictive problems. You don't have like an addictive personality.
I do, but not as no. I don't know. Also, in Buffalo, it's very normal. I had to learn that the way we drank in Buffalo is not normal.
Right.
So, when I moved out of there, you realize like, the rest of the world doesn't drink like this.
Yeah.
Because everybody's getting binge drinking.
But
like
I've
they're
gone
at
on the
table.
road with you. You're pretty. You're not a big. From my, you don't smoke weed a lot, or you don't drink. You're not a guy that wakes up and puts
Plenty
a
of
vape in
fuel
his
to burn it
mouth, you know?
No.
right? No, you're not that type of person.
No, baby.
Trains in your day.
Not a big weed guy.
Yeah.
Don't go up.
You said you like to coke every now and then.
When I try.
What's funny about that?
It's great, baby. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. I've done coke.
I do stop them. I think my
I did
problem
coke
is
all
that
that
I
one
stopped
time
them
with
a
my
little
friend
too
Nick, and then
hard.
flew from Buffalo back to Boston where I was living, and there was a Russian lady with her baby, and I'd been up all night doing coke. And the baby was like looking. I probably wasn't looking at me, but I thought the baby was like looking at me. Knew I was fucked up. I was freaking out. That's a weird. I did coke with my friend.
Don't tell anyone.
I mean, I was pretty bugging out. I don't know what got to Boston. Called my friend, thought I was overdosing. The next day, which you can't overdose 2 days later. I did coke with a bunch of grannies in Boston. What happened to that? Crazy. This girl, Numsha, she's the biggest coke dealer in Boston. Tiny little Asian girl. We went to her birthday party. She rented out a bar, and it was all like these like lady boys from Thailand. And she came back to her place, and she was like, "Oh, that's funny, my birthday." And she brings out like a grapefruit-sized ball of coke and puts it on the table, and it was just like half at it.
Guys are like accuracy. That's how I do it.
Transsexual
This'll
women,
jumble their
lady
code.
boys in Thailand. And we were just doing coke with them all night, and then like 5 hours in, they took their wigs and their makeup off, and now they're just like dudes we're hanging out with. Right. We have to like hanging out boys. Is anyone wondering? Female version.
You're not. Nobody's getting their dick sucked from the lady boy.
No, I don't think so. No. Maybe my friend snuck out here. I was more interested in coke. Lady boy dick suck.
Not before. Not when I get to the doctor's
Something needs to happen.
I'm not tired.
I got drunk for 1 month. This is cool. That's what cool people do. But it's a good shape of my money, and I walk in. I've got you in my sights.
No. Why not? Are you into it?
I mean, I don't know.
I've got you in my sights.
I don't think so, but I don't know.
It wouldn't do a little extra for you if the dude had a wig on?
Miss me too much.
No,
I don't want women. That's why I don't fuck women.
Well, I don't fuck. Like, I don't like it. I don't like that. Like,
Yeah.
they got a dick.
So if they have a dick, you can't do it.
No, I don't like dick.
You heard it here. You should not work. You should never work again in a hospital. Look at this here. Show the hard walk outside.
Girls, I'm a hole.
She stood there. There's a woman.
Fire in the void.
Followed outside with a cig in her mouth. She looked human. And she was just watching. There's these songs that he was watching. What's that show called? Is this woman? Whatever. Shazam.
You need to focus on that.
They watch that and she would walk
You
out.
need to focus on that. It's very important, baby. I don't want you to get fired.
No, that's all. That's the only thing left.
You're doing a very good job.
And she's got to sit listening.
You deserve to have that kind of You deserve to have that good
Open
job.
mic is in a side room. Let's take a look at the photo of this. This was, I mean,
Well, he was showing me that the other day. She wants that to be. She just want you to lose this type of job.
They usually have bands in place.
deserve
That will sign just like a bar.
Can you imagine you look like that woman who lived the rest of her life working that hard at that age to pay your bills, and then after all that, you're like, you know what, Cheryl, we're gonna have a unacceptable.
Open mic comedy night. People are gonna come in and be comedians. You like comedy? So immediately these people start following me. Here's what I started doing. And I had this epiphany. And I
This
think
situation calls for
protect us, kick game.
You can, but you're gonna need help. Well,
I got the payload. Let's roll.
you need to be able to focus on it. I don't want you to get distracted here with me around. You know?
Girls, I'm a hole.
Screaming because
Got you in my sights.
I do.
Fire in the void.
Step right up.
Kind of have to be.
Just build a thing with my camera on.
Where there's smoke, there's fire.
It might be bad for you to home to have your private space work.
See yourself as something that you are not yet. And you have to believe that becoming that thing is possible. All of those are ingredients that you need.
Yeah, but
The
if you walk
delusion,
behind
the
here,
work ethic,
you know.
you need all that. You need some talent. You need some intelligence, which I didn't realize. I didn't realize when I got into it that you needed to be smart, and that a lot of people had high quantities of work ethic and talent, but just didn't make good decisions. And when the decisions mattered, a lot of people from an emotional standpoint and not a logical one. And I realized how much intelligence counts in this particular thing, and I didn't
60
realize
seconds
that
remaining.
until somewhat recently, the last couple of years. But these people are all filing in. And what I realized was that comedy for me was always something that I loved and wanted to do and wanted to get better at, and I wanted to earn money doing it. That was my goal. My goal was to see if I could earn money doing it. This crazy thing that would be almost near impossible to earn money doing that. I mean, it just
Into the iris.
the kind of style, like it was that crazy, including family, friends, you know, even though they believe me, on your back, on your face, I'm sure that, you know.
Yeah. Do you think these guys even consider that? The Shakers pub opening.
Yeah.
Do they think about like I need to make money doing this? I need to.
Well, here's where I started. Sometimes what I started to realize is that comedy, you're not doing the same thing. You're at an open mic. Let's say you're at an open mic. You're there doing something else, and a lot of the people are there not doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
It looks like they are because they're getting up and they're saying things into a microphone.